Okay, here at Winco, today I've got a rather noisy cart. It is going on 3 o'clock in the morning. Pick up a few things here, try to keep it under $100. It's not very easy to do these days. And I forgot to say, welcome to A Day in the Life. Today I believe is the 17th. Maybe it's the 16th, I don't know. But it's Tuesday morning, I do know that. Need to get some bananas, but they're looking pretty darn ripe. Some down here that aren't too bad. I eat a banana a day. That ought to do it right there. Oh, I want some romaine hearts so I can cut up some fresh green salad. Doesn't look too bad. Sometimes they're pretty beat up. Asparagus, $2.98. And now that I don't need asparagus, they have it on stock, in stock. I might actually buy some. I've got some. I went and bought asparagus somewhere else several days ago. I plan to have some with my dinner tonight, but maybe I'll buy 2 stalks of this. I need to pick through it. And yeah, I'll be sharing my dinner tonight with you guys and see what I do with asparagus. Alright, $113 later. It is going on 4 o'clock in the morning. And still a ridiculous 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit outside. 79 in here. Just can't really get the house cooled down now. It just gets too dang hot every day and stays hot all night. Alright, got my back door open. It's daylight outside, just barely daylight. Got the big ceiling fan going. Trying to get the house to cool down. It's 69.9 outside, but in here it's still 77. This is what it looks like out here this morning. We got some clouds in the sky, and the wind blew like crazy last night, and I forgot to mention that about an hour and a half after I went to sleep, I was woke up by a great big clap of thunder. And I come out here and I filmed this little bit. I woke up by this a couple moments ago. Big thunderstorm out here. Look, it's just getting started. I don't know really what happened after that because I just went right to bed. I was dead tired and slept through whatever else happened that night. I don't think it rained at all. So I gotta take the rubbish container out to the street here in just a little bit this morning. So I left the car out here this morning because I have someplace I gotta be at between 8 and 9 o'clock today, and then I'll be home. So hopefully we'll get a nice thunderstorm later this afternoon. I know it's going to be hot. Alright, it is about lunchtime, and today I'm going to have something I don't have very often anymore, and that's just a couple of hot dogs. I love hot dogs, always have, from way back. So what you see here are 2 sizzle platters. Now I used to be a fine dining chef. Way back in the 1990s I ran the fine dining part of the restaurant, and at some point they hired a new chef who decided he wanted to use the old-fashioned sizzle platters. Now I knew what they were, and I didn't like the idea of it, and neither did most everybody else. But a sizzle platter is designed to be heated up so it's really nice and hot, and then you would put your food on there, and then this would go on top of a board that I don't have. I don't know why I don't have those. I would have got these from the hotel after the sizzle platters were no longer used, thanks to me. So these were 2 brand new ones, and I found them recently in a box in storage, so I decided to try to get some kind of use out of them. They are aluminum, and aluminum's not so good, but I thought I wanted to try something. These are called Bond Chefs, and they're from Augusta, New Jersey, and you see some stains on here, and that's from what I just did over the last month or so. So I want to try to make a way to make my favorite hot dogs using these. So I decided to go ahead and try to, and did, to season these just like you would in my cast iron. The way you season a cast iron is you clean the surface all up, and then you coat it with vegetable oil, and then you put it in the oven and you bake it when it's upside down, and it leaves all this on there, and that's just a wonderful seasoning. That's not burnt at all. It has no burnt smell. And I did this about 4 times, I do believe, in the last month, whenever the temperature got cool enough to use my oven for making dinner. So I seasoned this part, as you can see. And the thing about hot dogs is I love to have hot dogs that have a weight on top of them. So that's where the other sizzle platter comes in. As you can see, I did the exact same thing to the bottom of this, and it's just about the right size to have 2 hot dogs there. I like to have my hot dogs with a weight on top of them, but I like to have them butterflied. That's my favorite hot dog. So I kind of rigged this thing up so maybe this will work as a weight. Well, I know it will. And the thing is, I could make those in my own cast iron, but the only weight I have is just about twice as much as this light aluminum weighs. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a couple of butterflied hot dogs in there and put this on top of them, and we're just going to cook it right here on the stove. I think I'll need this burner here. So it's a little bigger, or maybe this one back here. I don't know. We'll be, this is the first time I've ever experimented with anything like this, so I didn't even know you could season aluminum, but I have done it, so hopefully it's going to work out. So we'll get a couple of hot dogs butterflied, but first I'll need to get this on a burner, probably this one back here, and I'm gonna have to rig up some kind of a handle on this, because when it's sitting on there, it's gonna be hard to get off. I'm gonna have to have pot holders, but maybe I got a little bit of an idea of how to make a temporary handle to attach to this top sizzle platter. So that's what we're gonna do. So we got our sizzle platter on back there, and I'll turn it back up. We need to get some oil in there. I got my favorite buns, well, just some buns, Fran's. My favorite hot dogs, I love these ballparks. So I'll need to get some oil in there. Alright, I got a little bit of peanut oil on here. I guess it doesn't really matter. And I probably put too much in there, but that's alright. We just need some oil in there. I'll have to kind of swish this around, get it all over the place there. That's pretty hot. I can feel that heat coming through the pot holder there. So I did rig up a handle for what is going to be the weight. As you can see, it's a little screwball. It's simply a pair of vice grips on there, but they'll work for now. So if this actually ends up working out, I will maybe try to come up with something a little bit more permanent. All right, I got a knife here, so we're just gonna butterfly a couple of these hot dogs, and we don't want to cut them all the way through. There we go. It's hard to not cut them all the way through because you're just getting them right there on the edge. There we go. That's not all the way through, but all right, let's drop that in there until I let it cool off a little bit too much. But it's actually starting to cook. I can hear it, but you may not be able to. Alright, well, comment down below, what is your favorite brand of hot dogs for if you were going to be doing something like this? There's lots of ways to get your hot dogs going here. And as I said, this is not something I eat hardly ever anymore. So you might be able to hear those sizzling. I got to be careful that I don't go and grab that thing. But right now, let's go ahead and put the top. I need to put a little bit of oil on that, I think, just to make things go a little bit better. And of course, these will be completely washable at some point. We don't need to heat this up, although it wouldn't be a really bad idea. So yeah, like I said, I'm using peanut oil. I got avocado oil, peanut oil, olive oil, and of course I got Crisco, and that's what I use to season these with. So now we'll just drop it right on there. And that's our bacon weight. So now that does fit pretty good right there. Got to use a pretty small pair of vice grips, but that's doing the old bacon weight job. Okay, it's been 5 or 6 minutes and that thing is really sizzling away. I'll get my 2 buns out. We're just going to put those in the microwave for about 40 seconds on a paper plate. So let's go ahead and grab this. And that thing is not getting hot. I can see this is going to be a little bit messy, so let's grab, just like cast iron, you wouldn't want to use anything in here unless it was plastic. Because metal will dig in. Now that came out really good. That's the way I like them right there. Yeah, let's put that back over there. There we go. Okay, that thing is still sizzling away like crazy. I've shut my burner off, and now we hear our microwave going off, so my buns are now ready. Alright, steaming hot dog buns. One of the things I really like about hot dogs is they're so optional. So many options with them. Sometimes I just like them plain, but today I'm going to have just a little bit of French's yellow mustard with these. Alright. And of course, you can do onions as well. I don't particularly care for relish, but I could eat it if I needed to. And there we go. Man, that's in pretty good shape. I'm going to leave my spatula. I'm going to put it in the sink, is what I'm going to do. So yeah, we'll see just how difficult this is going to be to clean up now. Now we can just put this back on there. And we could maybe even just pop this whole thing into the fridge and use it again later today. Possibly. I mean, that's an option. You know, I'm a bachelor, so I have been known to do things like that. And I'm sure that would make a lot of ladies out there cringe and think that I definitely need a wife. But anyway, so that's it. That's going to be my lunch today. Some French fries or potato chips would be great with this, but I don't have any of that. And also my pasta salad would be good, but I don't have that either. So it's just going to be a couple of hot dogs for lunch. Alright, it's just 12:15 now. Those hot dogs are really good. We might be getting a little bit of break on the heat. It's only 88 degrees now. Yesterday at this time it was probably already in the 90s. And we have got some thunderstorm activity kind of showing up there. And well, it says rain, but it's probably going to be thunderstorm activity. So hopefully I will just sleep through that tonight. Alright, so let's have a look at our plates. They were very, very easy to wash up, clean up. They are very non-stick. They just simple soap and water, and they came very, very clean. So it worked really good. It is a little bit of a hassle having to do it like this, but it worked really good. So the seasoning is still on there. It's in good shape. Hopefully it would stay that way. I really was very unaware that you could actually season aluminum just like you do cast iron. I suppose if I had Googled that and looked it up, I would have found more information on that. But I just decided to do that. I had these here. I didn't pay anything for them, so yeah, why not? So I'll probably use this thing again. I don't know about putting a handle on this. It's going to be kind of a pain to do that, I think. And the vice grips, they work pretty good. You just clamp it on there. And, well, anyway, I guess I changed it somehow, but, or else it was this end, I don't remember. Oh, that, yeah. That end seems to be thicker. So that, yeah, that'll work. So, yeah, we'll use it again one of these days. Well, I'll be making hot dogs again because I have them, unless I want to put my hot dog buns in the freezer and have them at another time. But we'll get some more use out of this. It worked pretty good. So now it's time to start thinking about dinner here in a little bit. And I'll just probably make it all and then show you what I'm having for dinner. And I will be having some asparagus with it. Okay, it is dinner time. And I've got a lovely dinner here. I've got some smashed potatoes. Those are the golden russets. No butter, no salt, no cream cheese in there. But it's going to be good. This is a hot beef sandwich. You see a couple slices of bread. Some delicious roast beef on there. And of course, the asparagus. So I cooked that just, I'm supposed to cook it 3 to 5 minutes. I went ahead with 4 minutes and they came out beautiful. Those are the ones I talked about this morning that I already bought. They're smaller, so the bigger ones I'll probably have to cook a bit longer. But that's going to be my delicious dinner for tonight.